Alright guys, welcome to Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2. They just dropped Season 1 about a day ago or two. I'm going to run down what's in the new season real quick. Shipment 24/7. We still have Shoot House. It's just in the regular playlist, but it's not 24/7 anymore. We have raids now. I don't even know what raid is actually. I've never played it. I have a raid contract, but you need 3 people to play it, and you also need the raid contract. To get the raid contract, you gotta do a daily challenge, and it gives you a raid contract sometimes, or you have to get like 30,000 in cash on DMZ and an exfil with it. And I think there might be like a Warzone way, but I don't know. They added double XP also, I think for a few days, so we have all this double XP. Also, there was a glitch. If you were playing Shoot House and played it out or left the match, you were getting XP tokens for some reason. So now I have over 24 hours in double weapon XP or double XP, and then probably like 10 hours in double weapon XP. But one thing they did add is the new Chimera, whatever you guys want to call it. It's basically just the honey badger. So this is it right here. It says it's locked for me because you have to actually unlock it. So you got to get 2 operator kills with assault rifles in 15 matches, or you have to extract it from DMZ building 21, which from what I've heard personally, there's no DMZ 21 building. I don't know why they update their game just to mess it up, but there is also a way to get around it. So if you see here, I have the dark cell. You can buy the Chimera in the store. It's not going to show for me right now, but it's in the store. It's under dark cell, and then you can unlock it that way if you don't feel like doing the 2 kills or whatever. But also you can just go into shipment or any game you want, get 2 AR kills, and then literally leave the game and it counts. That's another way people have been doing it that I've seen, but really it's the Chimera. So I'm going to load into a game of shipment, and I'm going to show you guys how strong this thing really is. So this is the new Chimera. This is shipment. Everyone's saying that shipment's a lot different now. It's way more open. There's way more this and that. You can run around. I don't know what they're saying. It's just, I think shipment looks fine. I actually like the vibrancy of shipment. I actually think it looks really nice, and I think it plays out very well. People aren't camping the Jeeps. You know, people aren't climbing the crates and doing all that nonsense. So I think it plays out very well, actually. I mean, there's still campers. It's shipment at the end of the day. There's still going to be campers every time. And there's still kids trying to get their camos, doing the weirdest stuff you could ever imagine, using RPGs, putting deployable shields right there. You know, they do weird stuff. But using riot shields, the whole point is that we're talking about this Chimera. So if you've noticed, this is literally the honey badger from Call of Duty Ghosts. It looks almost identical. I would say identical, but obviously if you want to really get technical, it's a little different. This gun is actually really good. It's actually really good. I mean, look at this thing, dude. The iron sights are perfect. If you want red dot, you can. I think the iron sights are good. There's minimal, and I mean minimal recoil on this gun. It's got the built-in suppressor just like the honey badger. I don't know how many of you have played Call of Duty Ghosts before, but the honey badger in Call of Duty Ghosts was one of the best guns in all of Call of Duty, and in Ghosts specifically, the Remington R5 and the honey badger, best guns in Call of Duty Ghosts. Put the 45 round mag on, you will not regret it. You need the 45 round mag. Don't put a barrel on it. I mean, personally, I don't need a barrel. I think the recoil is fine. I think damage range is fine. I like the suppressor. I like the honey badger feel. If you want it, we are in a shipment game with 7 people. This reminds me of, not by the looks or by the damage of it, but this reminds me of the Ripper, because the Ripper in Ghost was a literal hybrid SMG AR. So if anyone hasn't played Ghost, which if you haven't, where were you back in 2013? Ghost was one of the best Call of Duties ever made. But Ghost in general was one of the funnest CODs I think ever made, and especially for Call of Duty competitive. I mean, nade shot, big timer, bows, and nobody puts respect on bows. So if anyone watches Call of Duty competitively, put respect on bows. People think bows is just like this optic, like, hang around, but Bose was one of the best and most fun watchable Call of Duty players in the Ghost and Black Ops 2 seasons. I think Bose now is actually really good. If anyone keeps up with Bose, you can see him. He plays wagers and he uploads to YouTube. He's actually really good. Call of Duty Ghosts is actually really good. Like, hated on for no justifiable reason. Hold on now. Okay, I think they need to stick with this because boots on the ground, especially this type of feel, it just feels so good. I don't know how you guys have been enjoying this game, but I've been really enjoying this game. The honey badger in this game is really solid. It's really good. No recoil. Great damage. Don't go into ground war and shoot across the map and think you're going to hit every shot and think you're going to get the kill. That's just stupid. A lot of debate about, oh, it's too OP. If you think it needs to be nerfed, I can kind of see where you're coming from. But, I mean, actually, I can't see fucking anything because I'm Flash. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, I don't like the whole, every time there's a good gun in the game, it's like, it needs to be nerfed, it needs to be nerfed. We've seen good guns that have been nerfed and are still good. Do you guys remember the FAMAS? Remember the FAMAS in Black Ops 1? Do you remember how many times they nerfed that gun? They nerfed it like 4 times. They added recoil to it, they did this and that. I don't remember what exactly was on the nerfs, but they nerfed it like 3 times. And it's still, hold on. And it's still one of the best games, or one of the best guns in Call of Duty. If you go on to Black Ops 1 and use the FAMAS right now, it's insanely good. They added, they have plutonium, which was for, I believe, Black Ops 2 at first, and then they added kind of some of the other CODs. They added Black Ops 1 to it, and I think you guys, if you have a PC, you should download Plutonium and go play that and use the FAMAS. And then tell me how you feel about it, because it's the most OP gun in Black Ops 1 history. Just like this is the most OP gun in Call of Duty Ghosts history. Anyways, that's the honey badger. I told you guys this thing was really good. There's a lot of other guns that rightfully so should be nerfed, and that have been nerfed. Some back to understandable state where they're still good, but they're not as insanely OP as they were. And then some like the FAMAS that are literally godsend, and still after 4 different nerfs, some of the best guns in the game. Look at them, they're all right here. I'm telling you, this thing is insane. But yeah, this gun is insanely good. This Call of Duty, I think, is going well so far. They did a good job on Season 1 update. They fixed a lot of issues. I don't know about the whole crashing stuff from way before. I remember everyone was crashing and they had to like downgrade their driver version or this and that. I don't know how that's going now. I personally don't really crash ever. I never really did crash. If anything, I would get a lot of frame stutters, and switching my GPU did, not my GPU, my drivers did help that, but I don't know who's crashing nowadays. I haven't crashed specifically. I haven't seen a lot of it going around on Twitter again, so hopefully that's over with for everyone that's having that issue. Hopefully you guys are all good now. And especially if you're coming from a Call of Duty Ghosts background, like you've played Call of Duty Ghosts before and you've really like sat down and played it and like know of Call of Duty Ghosts, you'll come to love this gun. This gun is actually a total reincarnation without any tweaks, without any nerfs or buffs of the real Honey Badger, and I love that. I don't like when they bring back something that we already know and they just spawned there. I don't like when they bring back something we already know and it's totally different from what we did now. Obviously, if it's better, then that's cool. But most of the time, they end up taking something that we already know and they just shit on it, and then they give it to us, and they're like, "Yeah, here you go." No, we don't want that. Are they still in here? Yeah. Yeah, no. 78 kills. It's shipment. It's not impressive. If you drop 100 plus, it's a little bit impressive, but it's still shipment. But I'm telling you, use this honey badger. It is the reincarnation of Ghost's honey badger, and it feels great. The new season feels great. That's the new Chimera. I recommend playing around with it, ranking it up, see what you guys like. You guys can use it as a platinum gun too, which will then take one less weapon that you have to go get for Orion. So if you don't want to do the Strela, for example, the RPG, you can do this gun, and then it takes that 51 and keeps it at 51, so you don't have to do the Strela because you did an extra gun. That's pretty much all I can think of. If you guys like the video, leave a like or don't. Drop a sub or don't. But I'll see you guys in the next video.